Hello there! So today's video is centered around luxury products that I feel have been worth the money or worth the splurge. I do a mix of high-end and affordable here on my channel, and I just did a video centered around budget beauty, and I thought it was about time to do a luxury-centered video because sometimes we want to treat ourselves or treat someone in our lives, and I think videos like this are helpful to give us ideas, especially for people that are kind of hard to shop for. So in this video, I have some makeup products. You know, I may have lower priced alternatives, but when it comes to these particular products, they are just so good. They just will never leave my life. I have a couple of skincare and then some beauty related lifestyle type products as well. So whether you're wanting to splurge on yourself or splurge on someone in your life, hopefully this video will give you some beauty product ideas that may be on the more expensive side, but in my opinion, they're worth it. So luxury is subjective, right? I mean, what's luxury to you might be different to me, and it's going to be different depending on the type of product you're talking about as well. So keep that in mind as we go through the video. So this first product is kind of beauty related, kind of lifestyle as well, but it's also a great gift option for you or for someone in your life. It's something you really can't go wrong with. So you may notice what I have on my body. It is silk pajamas, and the ones that I have here are breathable and not hot, which is something I need because not only do I get hot when I sleep, but I live in a very hot and humid environment. And before I ever got my first pair of silk pajamas, I guess I had only tried satin pajamas and they were always so hot. So I assumed that silk pajamas would be hot too. And I know comfortable, presentable loungewear and sleepwear is huge for everybody right now, but it's always been a big thing for me because I've always worked out of my home in some capacity, and people have always tended to drop by just randomly, and it makes me feel better to look presentable. So I have been loving these pajamas ever since I got them because they are so lightweight, because they are breathable, and they just feel so good. They are from Lily Silk, and they did offer to sponsor this portion of the video, which I absolutely said yes to. It is very overcast and rainy here today. I'm going to try to get a shot of myself in these in front of my full-length mirror, but the lighting might be kind of bad because it's not near a window. So if I can't get a good shot of me in them, I'll just show you them laid out so you can see some of the details, because I know when I'm going to get something like this for myself or for someone else, I want to know exactly what I'm getting. So first off, the packaging is just lovely. So if you are giving these for a gift, rest assured the presentation is going to be really nice. There are a lot of styles on the Lily Silk website to choose from. These were just the most classic. I just thought these were really nice. The pockets are real, so if you like to walk around with a tissue or your phone or whatever, the pockets are not faux. There's a little hang tag so you can hang them up if you want to do so. I feel like pretty much every pajama bottom I own has a full elastic waist. What I love about these is that they have a flat front, so it doesn't emphasize, you know, anything poochy that may be in the front of the lower tummy area. So you have that flat drawstring and then elastic in the back, so they can be adjusted to the perfect spot and they still stretch so you can pull them up and down. The cuffs are actually real cuffs. The button detailing is beautiful. Just the detail and the quality of these has been really lovely. I've been super impressed. They do have a lot of items at special pricing on their website, which I think is really nice, especially when you're talking about luxury items like these. But you can save an extra 12% with my code Stephanie12, and I do have links for you down below. Moving on to a makeup item. I have had a lot of problems finding foundation sticks that I like. I actually think I only have maybe 2 or 3 that I would even consider keeping because they always slide off my face or wear away just really weird during the day, or when I go to apply them, they stick in certain areas and don't blend out properly. No matter how I try to blend them out, I just don't have a good relationship with most stick foundations. So my friend Michelle Wong convinced me to try the Tom Ford Traceless Foundation Stick, despite the claims that it is appropriate for normal or dry skin. I tried it and I love it. It is my holy grail. stick foundation. Who knew that this foundation stick would work for me with my oily combination skin? It gives me a nice, natural, radiant finish, but never makes me look greasy. And that is just one of the things that I love about it. I love that I can just spread it all over my face and blend it out really quickly. I just am so glad to finally have a stick foundation I can travel with, and it wears all day and looks beautiful as well. So yes, this is an expensive foundation, but it has been absolutely worth the splurge, worth the money for me. This next makeup item is something I have very rarely talked about on my channel. I only recently, over the past few months, started using this more, and I think it does have a lot to do with my skin type. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. When I first got it, I questioned, why does one need 1 ounce of a highlighting product in the first place? Especially if you have oily combination skin. This is truly a workhorse product. You can mix this in with your foundation. If you want a really glowy look, you can put it underneath your foundation as kind of a primer of sorts. You can highlight with it. You can mix it in with your moisturizer if you want and put it on your body to give a little bit of a glow. I've been putting it underneath my under eye concealer a lot lately to kind of brighten up that area. I find that for me, with my oily combination skin, it is very important for me to place it strategically because I don't want to look super glowy and radiant on my entire face because, you know, I make my own glow, but placing it where I just, you know, want that highlight is key for me. And I can place it underneath foundation and get that glow to peek through nicely. I can place it on top. And I find that if I place it underneath foundation, a lot of times I need less foundation. And that to me is one of the beautiful things about this product. And what I love about it is that it gives you that natural dewy look, not a highlighter look, because it comes in natural shades. I use shade 3 because that's the most natural shade for me. I do think this is a product that everyone can use and love. This would be a great product to buy for someone else that maybe never would have even thought of it or heard of it, you know, because maybe they just passed by it, not even realizing what it was. Yeah, this is a really great luxury product that is worth the money. So I don't know a woman in the world that does not want to see her pores look diminished, look smaller. And when I think about that, I think about this skincare product. This is the Amore Pacific Vintage Single Extract Essence. I have talked about this on my channel so many times. It is ridiculous, and it is a pricey luxury product that a lot of you probably would look at and think, why on earth am I going to spend this much money on, you know, a liquid? First of all, I have had this bottle over a year now. You literally drop a few drops onto your fingertips and press, kind of swipe it into your face. And when I tell you, I immediately see a difference in the size of my pores. I am not kidding you. It is unbelievable the difference that I see in my skin immediately. A lot of times they'll do little travel sets, and I finished the little travel size and I immediately got a full size. I'm not sorry. This is one of my favorite skincare products to use because it just genuinely makes my skin look better. I feel like most of us have that person in our lives that has everything and you have zero idea what to buy them for any occasion, for Christmas, their birthday, Mother's Day, whatever it is. You're just stumped every time, but you want to get them something really nice. A lot of products in this video could be for that person in our lives. Specifically though, this next product is a great product to kind of fit that bill. Also for yourself, if you're really wanting to treat yourself. I mean, this is really nice. So a little while back, House of Sillage sent me a few things, and I know we've been seeing these crop up in several videos, but I had to put this in this video. I would just never think to buy this for myself because it's so extravagant and so lovely. This is a perfume. And I mean, look at this. It's just stunning. So the scent that they sent me is called Cherry Garden. And it's reminiscent of walking through flower meadows, cherry fields of cherry blossoms. And it smells really nice, floral, light. It's not too heavy. So with that, they also sent this lovely bow lipstick case. that they're just known for. Mine is in pink, but they have a lot of different colors of these. The lipstick that I have on today is the shade Night, and there's a slightly pinker shade that they sent called Countess, and finally the shade King that is a beautiful, beautiful red. And this is just such a cool little deal to have these refillable lipsticks with this case. I mean, this is treating yourself. This is a true luxury item. Totally splurge worthy. Okay, so now I'm going to an item that doesn't really seem luxury because of the price point. So I've been a big fan of Drunk Elephant for a long time. I use a lot of their products in my skincare routine. I buy a lot of their products with my own money because it just really does great things for my skin. But what I wanted to focus on today is the lip balm. I know that seems odd. It's $18. And the reason why I'm saying this is a luxury product is because when you think of lip balm, you think, you know, I could go to Walgreens and get chapstick for $3. I have been using this for a while because it's one of the only lip balms that truly keeps my lips from getting cracked and chapped when I use it regularly. I have had uneven lips. I noticed that my lip pigmentation wasn't what it used to be, but I noticed that I wasn't having to even out my lip line with lip liner. This lip balm has an ingredient in it, or maybe it's more than one ingredient, that claims to restore the pigment in your lips. And when I was doing my Drunk Elephant brand review, I saw what it said about that ingredient and I was like, there's no way that this actually restored my lip line. It did. It restored it. So this has been nothing short of a miracle for my lips, and a few of you have reported the same thing. So the benefits that I get out of this are way more than I've gotten from any other lip balm. And I do use other lip balms in conjunction with this that I really love, but this has been a true game changer for me. So for a long time, I knew that silk pillowcases were very advantageous to use for your hair and your face, but I just never bothered using one. I don't know why exactly, I just never did. And then I got my first one, I don't know how many years ago, and I realized how great it really was. It helps keep your hair healthier, it helps minimize breakage, and it helps with anti-aging on your face. It's just such a great thing to use. So Lily Silk also sent 2 pillowcases. I just have them in the white because most of my bedding is white. These are king size because my pillows are king size, but you can get other sizes as well. What I love about these is that they also feel breathable too. They don't make me hot when I sleep. I like the little envelope opening because you can kind of seal it at the end, and they're very easy to maintain. You can wash them, let them air dry. If you want to use a cool iron or steam them when you're done, you can. Sometimes I'm lazy and I just don't because, you know, I'm only impressing myself really. To me, if you're wanting kind of a hands-off, kind of a lazy way to do something towards anti-aging, silk pillowcases are the way to go. I mean, it works for you while you're sleeping. And again, the code is in my description box if you do want to get any of the items from Lily Silk. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate in Intensity 1. Now, this is a bronzer and a highlight. My poor highlight looks pretty tattered. This is a pricey product, but this is my favorite cream bronzer that I have in my stash. There's something about this particular one that is so special. It blends out so easily without disturbing anything underneath and has just this translucency to it that doesn't overbuild. It just looks so beautiful. I don't think I've ever used one that was so easy to use. And I feel like I don't have to pick up a lot of product. The shade's perfect. The texture's perfect. It wears perfectly. I just absolutely love it. When I think about it in comparison to the Chanel, and I know they changed the formula of that, this is so much better. I know you don't get the full 1 ounce like you did with the Chanel, but I was never ever going to use up that Chanel. This is more portable. It applies easier. I just love it. Now, I don't use the highlighter, the illuminator, nearly as much as I use the bronzer. It gives you a dewy, natural looking highlight. It's lovely. I just, for some reason, don't reach for it quite as much. I would love to have the shade part as a single, but this is still worth it to me because it is just such a lovely product that I truly enjoy using. I'm going to stay on the bronzer track for a second and talk to you about a powder version because not everybody's into cream bronzers. So I've talked about this one on my channel a lot because I've had it longer. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in the shade Tantastic. This is a product I use a lot because I use powder bronzer a lot. Part of the reason why I say this is a luxury product that is totally worth the money is because it is 25 grams of product. When you compare that to what you get with most standard bronzers, that is a ton. The Fenty bronzer has roughly 6 grams of product and the Becca bronzer has roughly 7. 25 grams. This will last you forever. I cannot tell you how long I've been using this and how often, and I have yet to hit pan. I just keep using it and keep using it. It's also a very neutral shade. I know there's another shade of this. I am in the shade Tantastic. It's just the one I prefer. It's neutral enough to where I can go a little heavier in certain areas if I want to contour with it, and I can bronze with it and it doesn't look orangey or too gray. It's just kind of that perfect neutral bronzer shade. For me, that is so worth the money. It is one of my most used products in my stash. This is a product that I got recently and I cannot stop mentioning it on my channel, but I do have to give a shout out to the Pat McGrath Labs lip liner. I have the shade Buff. I do intend to get other shades. I have been blown away by the quality of this lip liner. I don't know why, because I mean, it's Pat McGrath, right? The quality is great. All lip liners are not created equally, just so you know. I have realized that with just a couple of brands. The reason why this one is so worth the splurge, in my opinion, is because if you are one that likes to slightly overline your lips, it does it in such a way to where it doesn't look obvious and it kind of fills in the little lines, you know, that can be a little bit aging. I find that I can wear just this lip liner and it settles into almost a creamy formula that sticks to your lips, almost like a kind of velvety matte lipstick kind of formula. I'm a big fan of pinky peach nude lipsticks. The shade Buff that I have is perfect for that, but I need to get this in other shades because this is one of my favorite lip liners I've ever owned just because of the texture and the wear. It is beautiful. I can't tell you how many friends I've talked to over the past year who have either needed or have sung the praises of their Magnifying makeup mirror, because as we, you know, enter our 40s and mid 40s, you start to lose that ability to see close up. People start needing readers and things like that, and you start realizing that it's harder to do your makeup with a regular mirror. And I've had a lot of people come to me for recommendations for a magnifying mirror. And the one that I recommend to people all the time is the SimpleHuman Mirror, because it not only gives you the absolute right amount of light, but there's no distortion. And that's really important when you're doing your makeup and you don't want to strain your eyes. The magnification is perfect. I have two models. I have just, I think, the regular 8-inch round mirror, and I have the Pro version that has 5 times magnification, I believe. And then it has a small 10 times magnification mirror that you can stick on the front for if you're, you know, plucking your eyebrows or need to see small detailed work. I really like that version a lot. You know, I've used other magnification mirrors and they have just not been near the quality of the SimpleHuman mirrors. I also have one that I travel with. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm going to give a quick shout out to the product that shows up in every video lately, it seems. Not lately. I mean, who are we kidding? Since I started my channel. This is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is my primer of choice, always and forever, that I always go back to when I test out foundations. This is the primer that I test them out with first because it just works for me so well, and it works for various skin types. It is water repellent, so if you live in a hot and humid environment like I do and, you know, can kind of bead up a little bit, this helps your makeup look great despite that. If you have an issue with pore filling primers because they don't control oil the way you want them to or shine, this would probably fit the bill for you. This smooths and blurs the pores and controls my shine without making me look too matte. And it allows me to blend out my makeup smoothly, and it keeps my makeup looking great all day. I just love it. I sing the praises of this primer all the time. The 1 ounce size is in a pump glass bottle. This is the 2 ounce jumbo size that I graduated to once I realized I just kept purchasing the 1 ounce over and over. So this is an option. They also have a travel size that you can try before you buy, or, you know, buy for your travel bag if you want to. I love that it is a lotion consistency and it blends in super, super easily. It's not a silicone primer. It's mineral based, so it's great for sensitive skin like I have. So if you've tried other primers and you really haven't liked them, try this. A pea size amount is all you need. It may be the primer for you. I would love to hear the luxury beauty products that you feel have been totally worth the splurge. Leave those in the comments down below. I love getting ideas from you guys too. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button and become part of the family. A big thank you to Lily Silk, because I have been completely cool and comfortable even while filming this video, which is huge. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything in this video and got some ideas for yourself or for someone in your life. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks. Bye.